So, hello everyone. I'm looking forward to present you this evening the most important functions about our new software update related to our exercise pool. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Daniel. I'm on the one hand working as a goalkeeping coach for all projects in goalkeeping development. And on the other hand, I'm one of the contact persons to all questions concerned to the software. So it's possible that some of you was in the past in touch with me, and so we know each other. Furthermore, I also played football myself and was for sure also goalkeeper. In my youth, I played 3 years in the academy from the TSG Hoffenheim, and Michael Rechner, my current boss in goalkeeping development, was in this time my goalkeeping coach in the youth. So Michael and me, we know each other very well and have for sure the same idea of the goalkeeping game. And I think this is a big advantage for our software and all projects about our software and in goalkeeping development. So today I would like to give you several informations about our software, and I would like to begin by giving you some facts about our idea of the goalkeeping game and the possibility for you to individualize your own account by adding your own goalkeeping philosophy. Then I will show you an idea of a complete training session with the help of our new structure in the exercise pool. And finally, I will give you some impressions how to work in the game documentation and in the statistic area. So let's move to our goalkeeping development philosophy. So here you can see our idea of goalkeeping. We divided it into the offense and defense. So here you can see the training focus with the distribution and the focal points of distribution with the several techniques, for instance, passing, long ball, side volley, and throwing. And on the other hand, if you can see it on the right side, the defense, we divided it into the goal defense and the area defense. In the goal defense, you can see basic techniques with the several techniques, and then the push-off with the push-off low and the push-off high. And then the ones against ones with the several techniques in diving, reaction, blocking, attacking the ball. In the area defense, you can see the physical motion and the punching, sweeping. So this is our idea of the goalkeeping game. So that is the reason why you can see here all terms, and for sure if you create a new training or a new game, then you can see these terms. But now you have the opportunity to create your own goalkeeping philosophy. So you can put all your ideas into your own account. If you do this, if you are interested in, you can see, you can on the right down amend, and now you can delete or create new terms in the different terms. For instance, if you say, okay, push off in low and push off high, and you are interested in adding a new term, for instance, the push off big save. Furthermore, in my example now, I would say, okay, I would like to delete the endurance because for me it is not important. And yes, I create a new term and I will call this term jumps. So I have the opportunity to writing down some more terms, but for me this is now enough, and then I save these ideas, and this is now saved in the whole account. So Now I would like to give you an example how you can see this if you document now a new training. For example, we create for this day a new training with Daniel as the example goalkeeper. And now you have the possibility to write down your ideas. But as you can see, we have here the new term big save, and we have here my new idea jumps. So now I write down my session content. For sure, it's just an example. But now I would like to show you, if you save these ideas, you can see this also in the statistic area. For example, I make the terms. So you can see if you are interested in watching this graphics, you can see, here's my new term, big save. And also you can have the opportunity to see also the opportunity where you trained in, for example, now in the jumps. You can see you trained, my training was only in the area of jumps. But I would like to give you now the idea that you can recognize if you are going to write down your own idea of the goalkeeping game. You can get all about these informations in your own account. For me, in my presentation, for sure, I'm going back to the goalkeeping philosophy. So this was just a short example from me to you that you have the opportunity to write down, to integrate your own philosophy. And I think this is a big advantage. So to summarize this general information, we can say that we are really interested in to give you the opportunity to individualize your account as much as possible. And I think this is a big positive aspect from our software for you, because we are here in Germany as goalkeeper coaches, and for sure it's possible that we have some other terms, some other ideas of the goalkeeping game, that you have this in your country, in your league, in your club. So for us, it's the opportunity for you to integrate your own ideas, and it's no problem that you uh, can do this, and then you can work and go on with your idea in our account with yes, our support. So I would like now to go on to give you an whole example of a training session with showing these idea by our exercise pool, which we gave last week a new structure. So first of all, I would like to say that my example session will be about 65, 70 minutes. And I have the possibility to be on the pitch with 2 or 3 goalkeepers. And the topic of my session will be the push-off low and the push-off high, just as an example. But now I would like to show you first of all the structure, the new structure. Here you can see you can divide, you can select into the warm-up, introduction, main part, team. You have the own opportunity to select the focal points, the several techniques, and for sure you can also select the each goalkeeper. A lot of goalkeeper coaches, which you can see here, are working in the German Bundesliga, for example, in Wolfsburg or Leverkusen, TSG Hoffenheim or Gladbach. But there are also some international, very good with high quality goalkeeper coaches from international clubs. So my topic today is the push-off, and before I start to show you how I make a whole session with this new exercise pool, I will give you first of all the opportunity that you can see our coaching points related to the technique push-off. So here you can see you have in the exercise pool the opportunity to see our idea, our description of the push-off techniques. So, and then I would like to show you how you can create very short and very fast with our new structure of the exercise pool, your own session. In my case, I decided to start for sure with a warm-up in the topic distribution and the passing drill and the first touch. So here I have now the opportunity to select on the right side the whole goalkeeper ideas, but in this case I would like to select only the goalkeeping development exercise videos. And now I have for me the opportunity to select these ones, and in my case I decided to start in this session with the distribution, passing and first touch. Here you can see some ideas, some sentences about the idea from us, and here you have also a recommendation about the duration and the material. For sure, after this you can see also the whole video session and idea, but in my case I will only show you the graphics. So after the warm up, I would like to select introduction. I would also, in my case, stay in the distribution, and now I make the next step and choose after the passing the long balls. In this case, the long ball under time pressure. Here I can see, okay, how the session, the exercise looks, and I have also the recommendation about the repetitions, and then I can for sure watch also the exercise video, or I can also watch and see our idea, our coaching points in this technique. So then I go further after the distribution with the athletics. It's in my opinion also a very important area for including in the session. And then I can see, okay, which opportunities I have. In my case, for the push-off low and push-up high, I would like to choose these sides because I think it's important to go into this range in the lateral torso. So after the athletics, I go further with the basic techniques. In this case, I choose first of all the deflecting. So I would start with the goalkeeper in the position when he's in the side leg sitting position. So then he can get a feeling for the pitch, for the ball, for the first balls which he gets from the goalkeeper coach. And after this, I am going to the next step, and I would like to choose the area catching, scooping, diving. And for example, I'm going to choose this exercise. How you can see here, we are working with cognitive things. So it's also very important for our idea that we try to include cognitive and visualizing ideas for the brain, for the activity in the body, in the brains. And that's very important for us that we have there also always in the sessions, yes, various topics, various ideas. So after the introduction, in my opinion, I think you can stay in the introduction, in my case, and for you as our recommendation for 15 to 20 minutes. After that, I would like to go further with my session, and I would like to say, okay, now we are going into the main part. Today our main part is the focal point push-off, and now you have the opportunity to decide to select the different techniques, and in my case I choose the push-off flow. So here I'm going to choose the push-off flow underneath a rope for this session. I think it's a very interesting and a very good exercise. You can also see here now the description and also our recommendation about the repetitions on each side, but it depends on the level from your goalkeeper. But I think now after the push-off flow, you can very easy make the next step as a goalkeeper coach, and for sure for the goalkeepers. If you go now after the push-off flow in your session and this topic into the push-off high, you can see the same material, also the repetitions on each side, and you can throw the balls, or you can also for sure shoot the balls from the ground. So my opinion and my experiences about my own sessions are that you can stay in a goalkeeping session in the main part between 25 and 35 minutes, for sure with some break for drinking and regeneration. But I think it's a good recommendation if you stay between 25 and 35 minutes. And in this case, you can, for example, finish this exercise by choosing an exercise with where all techniques are included, and you have a short competition, for example, for your from your goalkeepers. If you can see it here, it's an exercise, I think, with which is also very effective and interesting, because you can see here we combined several techniques. So the goalkeeper is starting with a shot to one goalkeeper, and after he received the ball, he can score the goal on the other side. And now he can go for you now, and now he can using the distribution techniques, for example, throwing a ball or using a side volley or shooting, and the goalkeeper in the goal now have to decide which technique he's using. For example, the push-off low or the push-off high, so the topic of this session, or is going to use the diving or the reaction hand foot. So I think that's a very good finish of this example session, because now you integrate several techniques and several areas, and for sure you have a competition. If you're going to work with 2 or 3 goalkeepers, I think it's very important that they can go into some competitions and have some fun there. So that was a short impression from our side, from my side, for giving you an idea how to use our new update and include this into your own sessions, into your own following plans and session plans. You can see it is very easy to select the different points, techniques, and the goalkeeper coaches. And then you have the opportunity to see the whole exercise videos or only the graphics. And then you can plan and create your own session for you and your goalkeepers. So I would like also to use this opportunity now to give you the short impression about our next ideas from free updates into the software. And one of our next updates will be that we try to integrate these graphics or these exercise videos into your own training documentation. So then you can get a better overview, and then you can see that you have an even more better structure, and you can combine the videos and graphics with your own training documentation. And I think that makes all for you a little bit more easier. And yes, that is very important for me that I give you this information that we are working on this next update, because we also think that is a very big advantage of the goalkeeping development software. And I also would like to give you some next idea from our new updates. And this is in the area of the game documentation. So for example, I would like to show you this on a game. I think you have get there some experiences. So our opinion is that we can start and try in this area when we create a new goal against, that we can make it a little bit more detailed. So our next update, our next idea will be that when we are going to create a new goal, I think where you can choose here the areas where the goal happened, that we can also give you the option with a new tool we would like to call this reason, and with the several ideas from us, for example, decision or the technique where the goal and the goalkeeper had make the wrong decision or the wrong technique. So then you can also have more details related to a goal against, and that can give you more informations if you follow this during a whole season, and can get more detailed informations in your own statistic area if you do 20, 30 game documentations from your goalkeepers. So that was just a short impression, a short information from me to you as a goalkeeper coach and colleague. So it is very important for us to say that we are always interested in for going the next step in this software. We like the software, and we are always open and always thinking how we can make the software better and better for you, but also for sure for us. And that's the most important motivation for us, that we are working hard and spending a lot of time about thinking about new ideas for integrating these new functions. So now I would like now to make now the step to our statistic area. I think you keep in touch and had some experiences in the statistics, but I also give you some more informations, or maybe some new informations how you can use the game statistic. For example, you can also use the game statistic for um, observing possible new interesting goal leagues. For example, so you can see it in this case. I choose Florian. He's an under 13 goalkeeper, and it is, in my opinion, a scouting goalkeeper in my case for the club. And now I'm interested in for following his game. You can see it. Okay, I create 10 games from him. I get some informations, for example, from other goalkeeper coaches or from other head coaches, or some videos, or I saw him live on the game, on the pitch. And then I can integrate also goalkeepers which are maybe come into the summer break new to the club or are interested for us. And then you can use also the statistics for making some scouting tool. For example, our boss Michael Rechner is at the moment in a big documentation about two of our German goalkeepers, national goalkeepers, because he's interested in for developing the games from them, and also get some interesting informations about their performances into the games. and then maybe he can get some very interesting information and facts, how they are going to work after 20, 30 games, and then he can make in his own, and then he can make an own opinion about both goalkeepers, and have a very good overview about their real performance during the games. So after, I think after following games, you have the opportunity to get some very significant facts about your goalkeepers, and so you have now new ideas from us that you can also, for example, use the game statistics for some scoutings or own scoutings ideas. But I also would like to give you some impressions about comparison from two goalkeepers, and how to get there some interesting facts. For example, I have both example goalkeepers, Mark and Daniel. Both of them played the whole season, 34 games. And here I can see, okay, I can compare them with the goal against and the errors which they made in the games, and how many involvement they had, and also how is their whole assessment. So if I'm going to use the statistics in a comparison, for example, about two goalkeepers, I can get some very interesting informations. For example, you can see it here. Both of them get the most goals in the area of the push-off, and then against the one against ones. And now from them you can make some new ideas and get some new informations, maybe how you can work with them in the following months and the following weeks in your next goalkeeping sessions with them. So for example, in these cases you can see here, okay, a lot of percentage they get in the area once against one, and then you can very easy create your next sessions. If you are going to choose here the ones against ones, first of all, for sure you can get a big overview about our exercise videos, and you can also get again the description of the several techniques in the ones against ones area. So for example, you can get for yourself these informations, and then maybe you can correct them on the pitch, or you can correct them in the video analysis with when you're going to speak with them face to face, because maybe they did some mistakes in these areas. So I think with the game statistics and the statistic of a lot of training sessions and games, you can get for yourself new impressions, new informations, how you can work in the future with your goalkeepers and in your own sessions. And then you can create and connect the statistics very easy with your exercise pool, and you can select then into the focal points or in the techniques, or for sure in the goalkeeper coaches, and then you can reach your own next level. And I think this is a good opportunity for you how to use the software in the future. So yes, for sure, I would like now to recap my presentation by saying first of all, thank you for your time, and to give you also the information that our main motivation is to improve the goalkeeping game. And yes, our motivation is that we can help you, that we can support you, that we are your the most important partner related to the goalkeeping game. And for sure, we always thinking about the next step in our software for helping you in your season, in your goalkeeping level. And for sure, we'd love to keep in touch with you and yes, going into an interesting exchange related to the goalkeeping in general and in the goalkeeping game. So yes, that's it. For sure, now you can choose and use the chat function and write down your questions to me. And for me, it is very important that you have the opportunity to write down and to speak about all your questions. So I have a first question. And the question is there a way to upload my own video trainings on the software? So first of all, thanks for this question. For sure, you have the opportunity to upload your ideas. Just go into the account area, my files, and now you can see it on the right bottom, upload files. And here you have the opportunity to upload your video links or your documentations or your PDFs. So you can have for sure the opportunity to upload your own training sessions or game sessions. And then all of these data integrate in your own account in this area. For example, you can see it here, game, exercise pool, training, but you for sure can create own and new folders. So hopefully I could answer your question with the right informations for you. So it's very important for me that you can know that you can contact me always. You can get my mobile phone number if you are going to visit our homepage. Yes, and it's very important for me to say that we can always keep in touch by WhatsApp or have a call. So don't be shy. Yeah, so for sure you can write down your ideas, but hopefully I can give you some interesting new impressions, especially related to the update in our exercise pool and for sure in using your own goalkeeping philosophy by, yes, adding your own ideas in the area of wording. And that's today the main topics of my presentation for you. Okay, so if there are no more questions, for me, no problem. Hopefully, the 30 minutes from me to you were interesting and gave you some enough ideas. And so I would like to finish this webinar. And for sure, you know that you always contact us by WhatsApp or by calling us or writing us an email. And yes, stay sane and keep in touch.